Okay, there it is. I know I'm about 2 minutes early, about 3 minutes early. So don't pay any attention to me. Not yet. But hello, everyone. I've got some things I've got to do here at the table. But I wanted to go ahead and hit start so I could organize a few things. And I can't see any of your comments yet. So hi, everyone. But if you're speaking to me, I'm not ignoring you. I just can't see you yet. So if you will just hold tight for talk amongst yourselves for a minute, if you want to. While I organize a few things here. Okay, let me enlarge this. I guess that looks okay. Okay, let me see. Okay, now I'm going to be able to see. Okay, there it is. Wait a minute. I wish Scott accepted payment with personal check or money order. I don't use online. Oh, I'm sorry, Judy, but can't do that. I do. Well, I'm so sorry. Ooh, I did see that. Judy, honestly, I don't know anybody online that takes a personal check or a money order. I know, Judy, and listen. Oh, boy, I remember. I'm old enough to remember those days of writing out checks at the grocery store. Oh gosh, I've got to clean these eyeballs, clean these eyeglasses. How does it work on payments? First time here. Okay, well, Charles, Wick line 3865. I'll answer your question, Charles, and I'm glad you asked. I'll answer that for you. You do not have to have a PayPal account, but you have to have an email address, and I can send you a PayPal invoice as a guest. You then can choose to pay with a bank account, with a debit card, with a credit card. You can pay any way you want. I don't see any of that. And I'm not supposed to see any of that. And I don't want to see any of that. I never get anybody's personal payment information. So you just, if you win something, you let me know whether you have a PayPal account or not. And if you, as I said, if you do, then you'll get the invoice straight into your email and you use your PayPal account. If not, you simply check out as a guest. It's very easy to do. Lots of folks here, including me, PayPal is great. So very easy. No, I don't take traveler's checks. Watching on my television. Oh, okay. Good for you. So, and I'm glad to have new folks. We'd love to have you here. Glad to have you here. I do see, and I'm so glad that a Florida Golden Girl and Jenny are both here because I'm holding that piece of glass until Thursday night. And I want both of you to know that. It wasn't in today's preview because I want both of you, if you're still interested, to have a chance. Sharon, I sent all of the invoices out. I don't remember getting an email from you telling me that you didn't receive an invoice. So I know that you're asking everyone, but I sent them to everyone. What you have to know, Sharon, is that sometimes when you send an invoice, you can hit send, and if there's like a 2-second glitch, it'll go to a draft and it won't actually go through. So I did check my email before I went live tonight. I didn't see anything from you telling me that you didn't receive a invoice, but I will gladly double check that tomorrow morning. Again, as I've said before, if you don't receive an invoice, just write to me if several days go by and you don't get one. But that's happened before, and anybody who does PayPal knows that you can type up an invoice. You'll even get the message sometimes that says sent, and it sometimes sits in a draft box and you don't see it. You know, I wouldn't see it unless you tell me. So I will double check that. I know the vase you're talking about, and it is all boxed up. And in fact, it's sitting in a box on the chair by the front door. So I also have had other things. Well, anyway, that's all private stuff, but I'll double check tomorrow morning and see that. Send it again. Okay, so if anybody has anything else like that they want to ask me now, well, thank you, Cheryl, I appreciate that. If you ask me now rather than during the sale, I really can't stop during a sale and talk about like individual personal things, but I'm happy to address any concerns or any issues that anybody has with a package or an invoice or anything like that through the emails. That way we keep the auction going. I did do well, thank you. I'm getting compliments on this sweater. Well, I appreciate that, everyone. Thank you so much. I don't think I've worn this publicly. If I can figure out PayPal, wait, anyone can do it. PayPal is so easy. It is you just click, click, boom, boom, bang. It's done. It really is easy. Hi, Cynthia. Working tomorrow, so I can't stay up to watch the sale, which is sad because I love the items you have. What time do you go to bed, Donna? Do you go to bed pretty early? We have special holiday hours tonight and every night now until Christmas. We're going to keep the store open late, so we're going to sell tonight until. Well, thank you. So you're all being so complimentary. I appreciate it. My goodness, thank you. I don't know what to say. And oh boy, have I got some glass to sell to you. I've got this full page of my secret white paper, which you're not supposed to be looking at. I probably have bitten off more than I can chew tonight because I've got at least 40 items, 40 lots. So let me tell you this. Take a breath. We'll sell tonight until about 10:30, maybe 11:15. We'll see if I don't fall asleep, but we'll try not to. And come on back Thursday night, won't you? Right here on this channel. If you come back Thursday night, David from Vintage Uprising, Texas, and I will be having a special Thursday night, the week before Thanksgiving, Two Chaps live sale, 8 p.m. right here. And we'll also be keeping the doors open and selling until about 11 o'clock. And that'll only be 10 o'clock Texas time. Hello, Pittsburgh. So there'll be more Thursday night. Now, tonight, everything is made of glass. Every single thing I have here is glass. Woo! And I'll just go ahead so that you know in advance, out of all of this glass, green, mostly green and red, yeah. And then Thursday night, I'll have additional pieces of glass as well as some Christmas things. Some old Christmas things and some mid-century Christmas things. In fact, let me show you a little guy I just bought today. Pardon me for just 1 minute, if you would be kind enough to let me go and get it. Look at this. Wait, let me sit myself back down. When I sat down without making any sound effects. There are only 3 pieces of glass here that contain uranium. So there will be 3 pieces that will glow. And I'll be sure to tell you which ones they are. Thank you for asking. Thank you, Miss Sarah. Look who's coming to the sale Thursday night. I just bought him today. Look at him. Isn't he wonderful? Now, I showed it to a friend of mine who said, where are his hands? Well, that's the way he was made. Look, he doesn't have, he doesn't have any. There's nothing that's fallen off of him. That's just how he was made. Little stumpy gloved hands in there. And he is a nice 1950s made in Japan. Look at that wonderful old made in Japan sticker on the bottom. I know you can't see it, but that's an old one. The 50s and the 60s, after the war, right after the war. Yeah, mittens. His hands are in. So he's got red. Anyway, he's not for sale tonight. And he's bendable, so you can do other things with his arms if you'd like. Just, classic 1950s. So he's coming back Thursday night. So tonight, all glass. Yeah, mittens. They're like mittens in there. And his beard is turning yellow, from all the Lucky Strikes that everybody, I think, smoked in those days. Now, what am I going to do with you? All right, you sit right here, and you can look at me. I put him right underneath the camera. Okay. Oh, my goodness. There's just so much here tonight. So much. I'm so excited. I'd like to start to collect a few pieces of green glass. So excited to see. I love green glass, and I have several pieces of it here for tonight. I'd like to thank Karen Williams in advance, who is moderating. I see the Revive It sisters are here, and I believe it's Shane. In fact, I know it's Shane. And I told her there's no Hazy tonight. No Hazy. I have been in and out for the last several days. So I am behind in anything that's on the television set or YouTube. I happen to know, because I knew she was going to do it. Shane of the Revive It sisters has launched a new channel. The sale will begin shortly. Cindy's thrifting again. We usually talk for just a little bit here, so we will get started in a moment. But I would like for Karen or the Revive It sisters to put in the link. Shane has started her own channel on her own. I've been so busy and here and there, I haven't seen it yet. But I'm excited that she's done it. I know it's going to feature home things. I think it's about Shane at home. So there's going to be clothing. She's a stylist when it comes to clothing. She can throw an outfit together like, whoo, I don't know. And then she'll do some home projects and some decorating and this and that. I'm sure it's going to be fantastic. I can't wait to watch it. And I see that the Revive It sisters and Karen have put that link in. Won't you click on it? Go on over and watch it. Come on and subscribe. She'd love it. and I'm sure it's delightful. Shane is a lovely person. She and her sister, I've spent time with both of them. We've done some things together, and I'm certain that you'll enjoy that channel. And it's not selling. Well, I don't know what it is. It's clothing. Maybe she's selling. She probably is selling some things on Poshmark and whatnot. Anyway, I would love it if you check it out and maybe consider subscribing to it. Okay, so we're getting this and that out of the way. Carmen just subscribed. Oh, that's so nice. She'll be pleased with that, and that'll make me happy too to see her. It's a style channel. Style your things. Very good. Oh, that's so nice of you to subscribe to it, you guys. Okay, so before the sale gets started, same thing. It's a live sale. Please remember, please remember to refresh. Please don't congratulate anybody until the moderator does, because it does cause problems if you congratulate the wrong person, because then they think they won. Everybody thinks they win because they see themselves first. We all see ourselves first in the chat, but because of the lag, you might be in second place. So refresh often, yeah. And once we say who the winner is, you can congratulate them all up and down, okay? And also, don't be shy about putting a bid in there. Once we get rolling, we're going to keep it going. And I do something called a hard stop. I will not talk about that for 20 minutes, waiting for a bid. If you don't like it, and there's no one here tonight interested in that, we put it down, stop, we move on. Now, I can bring it back at the end, but that's the way a regular auction works anyway. That keeps the ball rolling, keeps it exciting for everybody, and it keeps everything moving, I think. So if anyone does place a bid and it comes in after the stop, we just keep going, and I will take note that someone's interested in it. We'll bring it back at the end. Refreshing is by going up there. Oh, good. Your daughters love the Hazy compote. I forget which one you got, but that's fantastic. Okay. Yeah, Karen will put those hard stops in there. Fantastic. And so also remember that if you've never participated before, if you win something and I don't have your information, forget about eBay. That has nothing to do with it. You do have to email me a whole bunch of stuff, and you have to do it tonight. Your full name, your mailing address, your favorite meatloaf recipe. No, not that. Your name, especially if you are chatting in the chat and your name is Miss Congeniality 1932, that's lovely. But when you send me your email, you got to tell me that you're Miss Congeniality 1932, or I don't know who you are. And we have to go back and forth. Who are you? You didn't win anything last night. Yes, I did. No, you didn't. Well, I don't know who you are. So anyway, make sure I know who you, tell me more than you think I need to know, okay? And your PayPal email address. Thank you, Joan. Many times the email that you're writing from which you are writing is not the same email address that you used when you created your PayPal account. I'll send you an invoice and you'll never get it. Received my Duncan and Son safe and sound. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad, Luigi, that it came and the packing was okay. Okay. You have to get used to me. I jump around a lot. I talk. See, you have to talk and read. I don't know how these newscasters do it when they're trying to be, engaging, and they're talking and reading, and it's two different screens, and there's the teleprompter, and oh my goodness, all I need is a microphone in my ear, with Vinny on the other end of it, or D. Okay, now we're going to get started. It is 17 minutes after 8. Here we go. Yeah, hang up the phone. And since we started with it, we're going to start with it. $10 is where we start on an early American pattern glass. Either put your toothpicks in there, your false eyelashes, or matches, whatever you'd like. It's a little one, and it is wonderful. It's ruby flashed, and it has flowers etched around cut into it around the top, frosted in there. And it's just a delightful piece. That's an antique that is at least 120 years old, and we have an opening bid of $10. It's again a small one. I don't think you need me to measure it, but it's 2.5 inches tall. That's the only piece. That's the only piece of EAPG we're going to have tonight, and that's the oldest piece of glass I'm selling. Just that right there. That's the only piece tonight. The high bid right now is 15, and we're going to count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Okay. There we go. Okay, so that little piece is going to go to the EAPG toothpick. We'll give it a second here. We've got two bids that are tied there, so we'll wait for the stop. Karen will put the stop in. And then the next two pieces coming up are Crackle glass, just to let you know. There's the stop. And it appears as though Kentucky Digger Steve is our winner at 21 because his bid came in before Christy Anderson. So Steve at 21. If I make a mistake, please allow the moderators to correct it. Thank you, Karen. You are right on it. I don't know what you're on, but you're on it. No, she's right on the spot. That's what she's on. That sounded a little nefarious. Kentucky Digger Steve at 21. Okay. Kentucky Steve. Okay, two pieces of Crackle glass. We're going to start at $19. Not really red. More of that cranberry, but a darker cranberry. So, there's like red, and then there's that. But you're going to get two pieces of Crackle glass, and I'm sorry that they are completely cracked. That was a joke. They're supposed to be like that. Unmarked. They both have smooth pontils, and they have no chips or. All of the cracks that are in these are supposed to be there. No cracks that became damaged. No damaged cracks. And they are both together, yeah, with an opening, looking for an opening bid of $19. I like Crackle glass. These both stand about 4 inches tall. Yes. And they're really cute. So again, more on the cranberry side, just letting you really see an actual darker red. So, but I believe Crackle glass is dipped in cold water when it's warm, when the glass is still hot. And they have to get it right so that it doesn't shatter into a million pieces. But that's my understanding of how they get the Crackle. Unmarked, but very pretty if you're a Crackle glass collector. Ellie Hill has our opening bid of $19, and we're going to count it down. If you are lagging, hit refresh, and then just jump right in there. We have the opening bid of 19, and we're going to count it down. 10. Anybody else jump in? 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it on a Crackle. So what I'm watching for in the chat, folks, is if there are any questions about the glass, because then I'll answer it. If I don't see any questions about any of the glass We just keep it moving. Ooh, what did I just do? I think I just untied my shoestring by accident. Oh, well, that's that. Ellie Hill, 1947 gets them at $19. All right, here we go. ELLYHILL, 1947. Okay, gets them. Excellent, excellent. Okay, again, we're going to start at $19, and we've got a little ruby. This is a wonderful jam pot. It's cut to clear, and it has no chips or cracks. This starts at $19, and it is wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. You're welcome, Ellie Hill, 1947. So look at that. I love, it's thick glass too. This might be European. There's the bottom of it, and I will hold it still, which is not easy for me to do. There's the indentation for the spoon. I don't have one, so you'll have to supply your own spoon. I had a spoon, but it ran away with the dish. So anyway. But look, this is not, look how thick this glass is. See, and it's fire polished. Okay, there it is. What would you put it? Well, I mean, not what would you put? It's a little jam pot, but I guess I'm asking the audience, would you actually put jelly and jam in it? I would put horseradish in it. You know, the liquid, the raw sort of horseradish paste. Yeah, that's what I'd put in it. Serve that with my oyster crackers. This is nice. No chips or cracks. Really pretty. This could easily be Czechoslovakian or something like that. Or it might be American. I don't know. I love how the lid fits way down in there. See, it's got a deep lip, I guess is what you call it. But, you know, instead of the lid sitting up like that, it goes way down in there. And that's the original lid. So just get yourself a little silver spoon. And you're ready. Homemade preserves. The high bid right now is Yolanda Sherpy at $30. Let's count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it on this wonderful cut to clear, very well made jam pot. The next item, and I am waiting for our winner. I love the sound of the lid being put on. I do too. It has a real, you know, it feels like a real good, solid Jenny Mac at 49. Thank you, Jenny. And Jenny, I hope you're doing well tonight. The cut to clear jam pot. I hope I got that right. I think I did. Okay, now let's go all the way back to 1929. We know what happened in October of 1929. Well, the stock market crashed, but also Fenton introduced this particular pattern, and some people, what's hard for this is that you can't see the cookies. A lot of you know this piece. You may know it for being taller than this and not looking like this. But this one starts at $25, no chips or cracks. It is made by Fenton, and from looking around, it appears as though this was first introduced in 1929. This one is in their beautiful red color, and it has a little bit of amberina, but it's got the silver overlay. Now, I didn't polish this. You can bring that up if you want. You can polish it one time, it'll bring it right back up, or leave it alone. But it would have had a handle, a rattan, a type of a fiber or some kind of, you know, handle like that. And it would wrap around here and here. Now I like it without the handle, but you crafty people will go out and you'll figure out how to put a handle on it. There is the silver overlay. right? Beautiful. And then on this side, we can see what looked like little cookie or little wafers or little cookies. You see them on there? I'm trying to get it to where you can see them. I think you can see it there. Thank you for helping out there. I think it's either Shane or Heather that's doing all that helping, and as well as Karen. And thank you so much. So this didn't start out life in the shape of a hat. They would work it when it's hot, because you'll also find these. There's another one that looks like a biscuit barrel, you know, like a biscuit, like this. You know what I mean? And you guys have been collecting for a long time. There's one that's this shape with these little circular wafers. But imagine while this is hot, bending the sides back with a tool so that you can achieve that shape. Anyway, I love this thing. So we have no condition problems on it. Beautiful Fenton. Antique glass, again, introduced in 1929. This probably was made sometime in the 30s, and then the silver overlay was put on it. This would make a lovely centerpiece. Okay, any questions on it? Our high bid right now is Cheryl Ann 63 at $30, I think. It's about 8 inches across, exactly 8 inches that way. 11 inches, 8 by 11, and here it stands 6 inches tall. Okay, no questions, let's count it down. The high bid right now is $30. Where's my, let's see. Yeah, well, I know some of you are gonna wanna know, so there you go. Okay. So now you can see the cadmium glow in the bottom of it, which you don't really see in here because of all of the bright lights while I'm broadcasting. Okay, 10, high bid is 30, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. And I am so delighted that we have 310 folks here tonight. If you get a chance to give a thumbs up, I'd love it. And if you're not a subscriber, if you're not a subscriber, did I say that? I would love it if you'd consider subscribing. I can't say that. Okay, the 1929 introduced Fenton piece. And since I just teased you with that Imperial green biscuit jar, let's bring that up next. If anybody gets here really late to the auction, they're going to be mad. Oh, well. But we're going to do that next. Where are we? Stop. Oh, dear. It appears to be Jenny Joe at 46. All right, Jenny Joe at 46, thank you. Next up, without a chip or a crack, and starting at $25 is the Imperial green biscuit. Now, boy, we had fun with this. Karen and I went back and forth on it, and we both have the same book, and we both wrote to each other. This is an old Imperial mold, but when they originally introduced it as an EAPG pattern, it was crystal. In the 50s, they pumped them out again in various colors, lots of colors, including this stunning emerald green color. So you've really got, and I'm going to show you if I can do this with one hand. It might not, this could be a disaster. But in my Imperial glass book, I want you to see the drawing of it right there. You see it? That's from the old catalogs. That's what you're looking at. You're looking at that from the old Imperial catalogs, yeah, and originally in crystal. It's funny to read these old catalog descriptions. We are told that our 282 pattern is the best one known at its price. Now remember, someone in the chat is saying, what is the pattern? Imperial called it in pattern number 282. Some of you may know this as some other name like Star and whatever. That's pattern names that collectors gave it way after, because they didn't have this early catalog information. So I go back to the old original, and the old original is pattern 282, and there's a ton of it. So I don't know how much they reproduced in the 50s in color, but if you like this Imperial pattern 282, you can go find other pieces of it. This came from the catalogs between 1904 to 1938. So this is going to actually, this pattern dates to around 1904. And I'm going to throw that book on the floor. And once again, tell you, now this is unmarked. Sometimes Imperial have an IG on the bottom of it. This one is so busy that I don't know where they would put the IG, and they were marking things in the 50s, but this is unmarked. Okay, hopefully that's all the information that you need to know about it. Are there any other questions? If so, just please ask. It stands 8 inches tall. Yes, it is a biscuit jar. That's what it was advertised as. Florida Golden Girl has the high bid now of $75, and we'll count this down. If there are no questions. That's right. Karen says we will be contacting the database because Scott found an error. I forget what it was, Karen, but yeah, I forgot about that. We'll count it down. 10. I think it was pictured in the wrong spot or labeled incorrectly or something. Karen, you need to take some of that credit too. Don't give all that credit to me. We both agreed at the same time that there was a mistake in the database. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Now you go sit down there with your friend from the Fenton Company and behave yourself. I don't think any of the Fentons married anybody from the Imperial Glass Company, but that's not really any of my business. Okay, the biscuit jar, the Imperial green biscuit jar. We'll wait for the stop to go in. And oh man, I have got a piece of Fostoria, that Fostoria picture. Oh my gosh. Where do you see that? Where's the stuff? There it is. Oh, lumpy doopy dum. That's a Florida Golden Girl at 120. Florida Golden Girl, thank you so much. It's yours. And I appreciate that. What's your next filming location, Florida Golden? Florida Golden, I have a story to tell you about walking around a cemetery. I don't know if I told you, everybody, but I got Lyme disease in my 20s. And guess where I got it? In a cemetery in Lyme, Connecticut, where it's named after. I was doing genealogy work up there because all my father's people from the way back from the Pilgrim days were in Connecticut. That's total truth. I was in Lyme, Connecticut, in a cemetery in the weeds, writing things down. Oh, this is my great, great, great. Yeah. That's where I got bitten. I got the big bullseye on my leg and all of that. Let's not talk about that. But anyway, I just thought I'd mention that because unless you don't know, Florida Golden Girl, it does wonderful cemetery videos and things. Okay, I won't go off track too much and talk about ridiculous personal things. Next, we all know the story of Continental Can Company and Hazel Atlas. Let's do at $19. Let's do this set. Now, here's 4 of them, but I've got 6, and you're bidding on all 6 of these. But I'm only going to hold up 2 of them because I'm not an octopus. If I tried to hold up all 6, I'd end up throwing half of them on the floor. Okay, that's what they look like. I know it's hard to see. I will hold a piece of white paper or something up there. Now, this one I don't see that much. These are coming up. I see these more frequently. Got 8 of those. These I've only got 6. Okay, so we're back to this now. $19, they're marked C, C, C on the bottom, and we know that means that by that time, that Hazel Atlas, they had figured out how to settle everything in court, and the 3 C's are for Continental Can Company. Should get you to see a little bit better. So there are 6 of these juice glasses, and these would date mid-50s to 60s into the 50s into the 60s. And we'll see if we have any interest of these. In these, they're very pretty, and they stand 5 inches tall, 6 of them. In excellent condition. We have a bell, very 50s, graphic wise. The graphic is the same on both sides of them. And there are 6 of these, crystal clear. No interest. We're going to give it another minute. We do have a bid. Okay, $19. Elena Cunningham has placed her bid for $11. For $19. There are 6 of these. Yeah, you're getting all 6. No chips or cracks. They're all nice and clean. They've stayed out of a dishwasher until now, so keep them out of that dishwasher, and there's no reason why they will not stay just as lovely as they are. Really neat from the 50s into the early 60s. And we'll count these down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. On the 6 of those. And then since we've already flashed these, we're going to talk about these next. All right, let's now talk about Hazel Atlas and the Continental Can Company. There was all this court stuff that went on for a while, and it took, okay, there we go. There's the stop. Okay, let's bring it back so at the comments so I can see. 19 cents. It's Elaine Marie Hill at 25, I think. So hold on, folks. Remember, I have to write this down. Oh, golly gee whiz. There it is. Elaine. 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 Marie Hill. See, if I don't get this right, I have to go back and watch the thing again, and I never go back and watch my old stuff. I just don't. We're all so critical of ourselves. Elaine, is it Elaine? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. They're yours. 8. There are 8 of these. We're starting at $24. Again, Continental Can Company / Hazel Atlas. Same thing. Excellent condition. No wear on any of these, and they're fantastic. Nice and shiny, nice and smooth. This is the one you'll see more often than that other set. Christmas tree. Let's see. Merry Christmas on that side and Happy New Year on that side. So very cute. Okay. Okay, a lot of people have these. All right, yep. These have been around for a while. These were very popular, late 50s, early 60s. I'm sure Continental Can Company pumped these out in the thousands. Mm-hmm. I don't know how many ounces. I would guess 8. I really never, I can only guess on the ounces. I never really have, they're 5 inches tall. So unless I poured water in everything, I would never really know how many ounces, Randy. I'm sorry. Sometimes I just don't, but probably about 8 ounces. Looks like an 8-ounce glass. Pretty. Thank you for asking. Okay, Kathleen has the bid of 24, and we're going to count these down. Remember, there are 8. There's 4 of them. The other 4 are on the floor. Glad I don't sleepwalk. Let's count these down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Okay. What are we going to do next? I don't know. Let's get this written down. Okay, so those are going to go to... Oh, I'll tell you what's coming up next. 6 of these wonderful little cordials with these twisted stems. Look at that. I love these little things. Just enough. That's just enough eggnog for me. Kathleen Workman gets them at 26. Thank you, Kathleen. Kathleen Workman got them at 26, and I appreciate that. Thank you, everyone who placed bids. $23 for a set of 6 of these. These are nice. I don't know who made them, but they're 5 inches tall, and that's probably like 3 ounces. I don't know, but it's just enough. Look at that twisted stem. See that? See? 1, 2, 3, 4. They're all here. Hail, hail, the gang's all here. What the beep do we care? So 6 of them. Yeah, 6. Did no research on these. Picked them up, said, you know what? This is good glass. I don't know who made them or where they came from, but they're good. It's good quality glass, not cheapo stuff. It's not flashed either. And they're made in 2 different pieces. The bowl is attached to the stem. So these were blown, and these stems were twisted. And I can see right here where the stem is attached to what's called the bowl. This is called the bowl. Yeah. So that's a nice piece. That's an indication that you got some nice glass there. Nicely made glass. Nice and smooth, all fire polished. So you're going to do something elegant at your table. Everybody gets, well, 6 people get to have one little, that's it. Okay, we don't want anybody to fall out of the choir loft on Christmas Eve. So if Uncle Henry is in charge of the libations, you tell him that 1 is all you get. You can have another one when you get home. 10. Do we have a bid? Elaine Marie Hills at 32. 10. It would be a nice Christmas gift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. And again, I'm watching the chat, but I'm really looking for questions about the glass or anything that you might want to ask about it. So don't see any. Mark Peterson has the high bid of 36, so we'll see if anybody else jumps in there. I'm not twisted. Yeah, there we go. Okay, there's the stop, and it is a mark at 36. Well, everybody wait, please. Let Karen or the other moderators call it, because I know anytime a bid comes in, like right after the stop, Jenny, if you'll let us do the congratulations first, dear. No, you're okay. I just don't want, I think I told you the story once before about how I had to take the heat when somebody congratulated somebody who didn't win. Oh, that man was mad at me and he never came back again. Oh, well, things happen. It's okay, Jenny. Mark gets them at 36. 36. Yeah. Just wanted to be sure of that. Thanks for putting that in. Mark, Peterson. That 10/31. That's that YouTube doing that again, I think. But I'll write it down. Let's keep going. Let's please not talk about that. YouTube's been doing that, and it's nothing I do. Just keep going. Okay. Let's do, fudge. I've got so much glass here. Time is it? We're doing well. We're doing well. Okay, it's going to take a minute to get through this next one. Next up, starting at $35, I have got a table for two. Now, don't forget, you single folk, I've got table for one for you too. I haven't forgotten the folk that might be having Christmas by themselves. But right now, starting at $35, I can't believe you are going to get everything I'm about to tell you and show you. You're going to get 15 pieces of glass. We're starting at $35. If you'll give me just a moment to bring it all up to the table, it is sitting on a dining room chair behind me. What will you get? Okay, so what you'll get, let me show you the place settings. This is a place setting for two people. 2 Royal Ruby Red. Royal Ruby Red was introduced in 1938, and it was produced, I believe, until 1967 by Anchor Hocking. So what you're going to get are 2 dinner plates, 2 dessert or luncheon plates, 2 saucers, 2 cups. Let's review: dinner plate, luncheon plate, or dessert plate, cup and saucer. You're getting 2 of them. 2 sherbets. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. It's not time for dessert yet. 2 tumblers, 2 sherbets. Does it get any better than this? The cream and sugar. And a vase. Dinner for 2. I can't believe it. Not a chip, not a crack. Excellent, perfect, super fantastic condition. 15 pieces made between 1938 to 1967. And again, if we can kind of stay on topic in the chat, it really helps me. I know that sometimes you want to talk about other things, and I don't want you to not do that, but I can't see what you're telling me if there's a whole lot of chat. So, but if you've got questions about the glass, I'd be glad to talk to you about that. So there's the dinner plates, and they measure 9 inches. So 2 9-inch plates, and then the smaller plates are about 7.5. 2 cups and saucers. I can't believe this is wonderful. Dinner for 2. There's your tumbler to drink out of. There's for your dessert, little rice pudding. I can't believe you're going to get all of this. You're going to get a creamer and a sugar and a vase. Now, you know, the neat thing is this can be the start of a collection for you. Yeah. You start out with 2. You might have a couple more folks coming over next year for dinner, and you can find some more. You know, I've got more in the basement. And you can always tell me, Scott, I want more of that. Go find it. I'll find it for you. Bear with me while I put this glass back. The high bid right now is Bonita Taylor at $40. This will all be packed with care. Double boxed. No charge for shipping. Yep, I'll pack it. Whew. As best I can. Okay, very nice set. Good, that's one. Oh, thank you. Yeah, dinner for two. Okay, I can't supply the pork chops, but you can eat them off of that. The high bid is 40 and we'll count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. If you liked that, hold tight because I've got a set for one. It doesn't have, I think it has everything except the vase. And yeah, anyway, we'll come to that in a little bit. So if you're eating dinner all by yourself, don't worry about it. I have not forgotten you. The high bid right now is 42. Anybody else going to jump in there? If not, we'll wait for the stop. And a little bit later on, we'll do the set for two. I mean, the set for one, because I can't reach it right now. The 15-piece set for two. There's the stop, and Ellie Hill, 1947, gets it at 42. Great, $42, and that goes to ELLYHILL, 1947. And those are yours for $42. Nice for Valentine's Day too. Okay, congratulations. Okay, good. That's great. Okay, fantastic. Look what's coming up next at $24. This might be, oh my goodness. That's Fenton, and this is a nice piece of Fenton. This starts at $24. This piece of Fenton is a red stretch glass. I'm going to let you see it, but I first want you to see on the bottom. This is from their. This is not antique, although you might think so. I want you to see here on the bottom. It says the Museum Collection. 2002, and then it's got Fenton handmade in the USA. So it's marked twice on the bottom. There's the Fenton sticker, and then here, that's, I don't know if that's a sticker or if that's kind of, that's somehow that's, oh, and it's also embossed. It's marked 3 times on the bottom. There's the Fenton embossed, which you can't see right there. Maybe you can see it now. There's the sticker, and then this is the Museum Collection. I don't know much about the Museum Collection. I didn't Google this. I didn't go online to see what it sells for. I know what I paid for it, and I don't know what its value is on the market. Sometimes I check those things, and sometimes I don't. I didn't with this, but it's chip and crack free. It is stretch glass because we can see the onion skin. So it was sprayed with mineral salts after it came out while it was hot, and then it's put on the leer and it cools off. And as it cools, you get that wonderful sort of onion skin stretchy look. And it stands 5 inches tall. And for those who want to know, yes, even though you can't really see that because I've got such bright lights out here, a lot of people want to see whether the cadmium will turn yellowish. And of course it does, but you're not going to see that unless I get up and turn out all the lights. So there it is. Scott doesn't need the Google. He's got all the books. I do have a ton of books. I don't have a book that has Fenton in it from 2002. So I don't know what these sell for. I have no clue. They might sell on eBay for 20 bucks. They might sell for 200 bucks. I don't know, but here it is. Yes, Fenton did have a collection of bells. You're right. In fact, yes, Steve, they did. Look at that iridescence. All right, no chips or cracks. We'll count it down. 10, 9. You guys might know better than I do about this because I'm not a Fenton collector. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. I see some Amberina. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. On the signed, the Museum Collection, 2002, by Fenton. Oh, okay. Now, I don't know. You'd put whipped cream in it? That sounds good. Let's see. Justine Janisnewski has the high bid of 33, and you're the winner as far as I can see. Jenny's bid came in, and that might have come in right after. So hold tight, and we'll let Karen and our other moderator call it. We'll see. They'll hit the refresh to make sure. When they come in like that, we refresh, and we see who's time stamped right before the stop. So do that Venetian piece just yet. All right, I gotta back up here. Justine is the winner at 33. Okay, thank you, Justine. And Jenny, thank you for your, and thank you everyone who bid. Justine. And Justine, it was nice seeing you at the flea market. Okay, I'm not gonna do that Venetian green. Okay, starting at $20, I have a set of 6 red. I don't know if these are hawking or not. I don't know. It's kind of, I don't think they are. I've got 6 of these, but you're only seeing, it's not really the same color as the Royal Ruby. It's a little bit different. Anyway, these are nice tumblers. I have 6 of them. All right, so I have 6 of them with a gold stripe around the outside. And so they're all in that same wonderful condition. There's 4 of them. Again, these are about 8 ounces, I would suspect. These are made of glass, obviously. And they're tumblers. About 5 inches tall, same as the Hazel Atlas we saw a little while ago. They're just under 5 inches, about 4 inches and 3/4. Nice and clean and no wear on that gold. Look at that gold. So, all right. Starting at, what did I say, 20? Yeah. And so it's all 6 of these. The other 2 are over there on the floor under a chair, so I won't step on them. About 8 ounces, and they're about just shy of 5 inches tall. Probably mid-century. Looks very mid-century to me, but I don't. Now I know Hocking would not have put the gold on there because Hocking didn't have a decorating room like that. So I really don't think that these are Anchor Hocking. And the color is a little bit different than the Royal Ruby Red, but juice glasses, sure. No rules on these. 8 inches, 5 inches tall, about 8 ounces. Really, this I've got now. These are juice. These are a lot smaller. See together. So really, a tumbler, an alcoholic drink could be served in that. Anything, but these are coming up. See the difference in color in the red. This is the Hocking. I know. I don't think these are Hocking, but they're lovely. 10, 9. Oh, high bid is something. 22. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. And those glasses. Yeah, no dishwasher. You ain't kidding about that. And you may say, well, Scott, it's easy for you to say, you ain't the one doing it. I am in that dish pan every day for over an hour. Trust me. I know all about doing dishes. All of this glass is hand washed by so I'm in the dishwasher. Yep. Okay, the stop is in and $24. They're going to go to Linda. Hold on, let me write this. Lucy Linda. Right, hold on, everybody. Lucy. Linda. Lucy Linda, I'm almost certain that you might be new. So remember, Lucy, or remember everybody, and help me out if it's anybody that I don't know. I certainly remember that I'm going to need your information. So if you'll send that to me, that'd be great. And Lucy, if you're not sure what you need, please don't feel shy. Just go ahead and ask. And someone will put that in to let you know exactly what we need from you, so that I can get an invoice to you. Thank you, Lucy. Appreciate that. It is 3 minutes after 9, and we're not going to take an intermission. We're going to keep on going. So I next have a set of 5. These are advertised in those days for water or tea. And I have 5 of these. So a set of 4 and a 5th one in case one gets broken. I really don't need to hold all of these up, I'm sure. So these are the tall ones. This is Anchor Hocking in their forest green color, which came out after Royal Ruby Red, which was 1937. And they actually patented and had, anyway, these are 6 inches tall. Oh boy, these are 6 inches tall. You can see, and they have no chips or cracks. So here are 4 of them. Here are 4 of them, and the 5th one is down there on the floor. But you will get 5. And I didn't tell you that they start at $24. I guess. Did I not say that? I guess I didn't. $24 is the start. This is called Burple, not Bubble. I'm going to show you the difference in a minute. That's Burple. That's Bubble. You see the difference? Look very closely. Burple, Bubble. Bubble comes later. So great iced tea glasses for the dinner table or water. And it's that green, and you know it'll match. It's that same green. So Christmas required tableware. Gosh, this was so popular for Anchor Hocking in the mid-century. They are not chipped. They are not cracked. They are nice and shiny. They have not been murdered in a dishwasher, which is wonderful. You'll get all 5 of them. And let me go ahead and start moving them. The high bid right now, I think, is $35. So we'll count these down if there are no questions on them. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it on a set of 5 of them in this size. Doke. Those 5 Burple, Anchor Hocking, Forest Green, tea or water goblets go to? Who do they go to? Can you guys see everything okay? I can't. There's the stop, and they're going to go to Kentucky Digger Steve at 39. Thank you so much. Kentucky Digger Steve. Okay. What are you digging down there in Kentucky? You're a bottle collector, aren't you? I think you collect bottles. Okay. Let's see. Okay, while we're at it, let's do 4 of the either sherbets or champagnes. Same pattern. $22 is where we start because I have 4 of them. Anchor hocking. Now this matches this, yeah, but I only have 4 of these. 5 of those, 4 of these. And you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of them. Ooh. If you saw the preview that I did today, you know what this dining room table looks like. Covered. They can be champagnes. My favorite line that Bette Davis says in the movie The Whales of August is, "Champagne always gives me a headache." Can't you see Bette Davis saying that? Anyway, poor Lillian Gish tried to offer her, anyway. Let me not get off on that. No chips, no cracks, champagnes or sherbets. And you can do both with that. So they stand 4 inches tall, and they are chip and crack free. Yeah, Vincent Price was in that. Yep. Okay. The high bid right now is, I don't know. I don't think we have one. Anyway, let me back up. I know we do. I just have to back it up. I like to announce it. Elaine Marie Hill has the high bid of 25. I believe. And so we will now count this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. On the 4, Burple, Forest Green, Anchor Hocking, Sherbet / champagnes. Woo! Okay. That's going to be the end, I think, of the Burple. We got lots of bubble coming up, but no more Burple tonight. There's the stop. Let me go back up. I got to go way back up here to see who it was. And I will do that. That is Elaine Marie Hill at 25. Okay, 25. Elaine Marie Hill. Got them at 25. And I thank you, Elaine. Thank you so much. Okay, starting at $100 is our next item. If I can get to it. Come here to me. Starting at 100, chip-free, crack-free. This one does contain uranium, and it glows for those who want to know. And this piece in green was made by the Fostoria Glass Company, and that etch is called Vesper. And this, I'll tell you what, I was shocked because not a single, and I'll tell you what, I had to fondle it in the store, come home, sit in a chair and fondle it here. I said, this has to be chipped, and it's not. not a flea bite, nothing. And Vesper is the etch. I'll show you I'll put a black light on it in a minute. This was made between 1929 to 30, what did I write down? 1926 to 1933. So we'll let you're not going to be able to see that much of the glow. But there it is. And it really does light up. You'll be able to see. I know you can see it now. You know, it's funny. Every time well, I shouldn't say every time, but sometimes I'll hear folks say that, and if there are any questions on this, please don't hesitate to ask, right? Fostoria Vesper etch, beautiful etch, manufactured from 1926 until 33. What I started to say was, sometimes you'll hear someone say, well, Depression glass gets its name from the Great Depression, and it was made during the Depression, and it was made in all of these colors to cheer everybody up. Well, that's just not true. Case in point, what year did I say this was introduced? 1926. That's 3 years before the stock market crash. No chips, no cracks, no flea bites. You will not find this in better condition. Not a scratch, not an issue anywhere. Your high quality glass companies such as Hazel, Fenton, they started introducing pink, green early on just to see if housewives would buy it. They started snatching it up. So Depression colored glass was not made to cheer people up during the Depression. It was already becoming a fad in the 20s, in the 1920s. And there were articles about that in magazines of the day. Grandma's crystal, out the door, back door, in the front door, the new fad, colored glass. And they started out with just a few colors. And it all exploded. And for about 10 years, from the late 20s to the late 30s, colored glass was the top of the line. Everybody wanted it. By the late 30s, people wanted crystal again. But a little fun to talk about glass. Okay, if there are no questions about, I'm still looking to see if there are any questions on here. Yeah, this is not an easy one to get your hands on. I want sure you saw it way up there. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Yeah, these it's funny because there is one on eBay right now sitting there, not going anywhere, but it's sitting there at $350. And I started this one out at $100. That wasn't the sold price. That was the asking price. These typically sell for between, depending on the color and the condition, 150 to 200, something like that. But counting it down, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. And also, uranium was not added to higher quality glass to make it better or make it more expensive. It was just added for color. That doesn't have any uranium in it. In fact, this piece here, this beautiful piece, this has no uranium in it. Look how lovely that is. It's a different shade of green. This is coming up later. There's no uranium in this. The uranium doesn't make this a better piece of glass. It was just added for color. And to be quite honest, our great-grandparents had no clue because they didn't have black lights. Oh, I guess, did we count it down? 10. I didn't count it. Did I count it down? I got busy talking. 10. I don't think I counted it down. 10, 9, 8, 7. I am so sorry. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. And I love the fact that the glass glows. It has brought in a lot of younger collectors who love the whole blacklight thing. I just don't want folks to be misled that just because it glows that it's better, inherently that it's better. It's not. It just happens to have uranium and it'll glow. But that's great for people who want that glow. A lot of people don't. I don't care if it glows. I don't have black lights here. I just like green glass. Okay, I better put this down. Get over there. And you sit there by the Westmoreland. All right. No, they couldn't see anything glow back then. You're right. Christy, where are we? Oh, the stop is in. I think it went to Rising. I think it went to Rising Phoenix, maybe. Who sent me, is it Rising Phoenix? Hold on and out. I think it went to Rising Phoenix. Christy, I think you just missed it. It is Phoenix. Rising Phoenix at 271. You know what? Thank you so much, Rising Phoenix, and everyone else who placed bids. You sent me a picture, Rising Phoenix. Did I write back to you? I've had some things going on this week, so I apologize. I don't even think I wrote back to you. I loved that picture of the EAPG tumblers, and I know you're going to use them. She won the 6 or 8. Oh, I forget. But anyway, you sent me a picture of them on your dining room table. Your living room is beautiful. I was studying your living room. You have artwork on the wall. You have talent for combining the old and the new. You had lovely artwork, lots of plants, an antique table. So from what I could see, you have a lovely home. And so you're going to love that. So I appreciate that. And thank you everyone else who placed bids on that as well. Now, look, I'm excited to bring you 3 pieces of English hobnail made by the Westmoreland Glass Company. Let me just make sure I'm not... Let me take a breath, everybody. It is 9:20. And if you would kindly allow me to adjust my thermostat, I shall return momentarily. Actually, I shall return. Okay, there we go. I needed to make an adjustment to the thermostat. Okay, there we go. We're doing okay because we're going to keep the store open a little bit late tonight. Yeah, Karen, run around the block for a minute. Do you have to use the ladies' room? Karen needs a break for a second. And let me just see if I'm missing anything. Let's see. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome, Rising Phoenix. Okay. All right, tall, medium, and small. All right, let me show you these. Oh, Karen says she's good. We are, later in the show, going to have Wakefield by Westmoreland. But first, I'm going to bring in 3 candy dishes, small, medium, and large. And these are Westmoreland. I'm going to sell them separately, one at a time. But I want you to see what's coming up so you'll know. So you'll know. It's not choice. I'm just going to show them to you, and then we'll bring them back one at a time. All right. We're going to have a small one. We're going to have a medium one. And we're going to have a tall one. All different shapes. I wish you could see the three of them. I need a board I can hold up. I wish you can see the three of them sitting here. They're all different shapes, yeah, but they're all this wonderful English hobnail. There's the little one, littlest one, smallest one. Then there's a taller one, yeah. And as we go down the line, they just get even a little taller. So we have three of them. They're ruby flashed. One of them is marked Westmoreland. Just one has the Westmoreland mark. The other ones do not. We're going to start, and we're going to do a small one, then the medium one, and then the tall one. 3 separate auctions. So let's start off, first of all, with the small one at $22. This one is not signed. We'll take the lid off. You can see the what's called the English hobnail decoration here, and the flash. By the way, no damage on any of these. Fire polished glass. There's the bottom of it. And now I'd just like to repeat that this glass is damage free. Candy dishes. And I don't even have chips on the insides of the rims. Yeah. $22 to start. And here we go. The little candy dish is 6 inches tall. The little one. Isn't that pretty? And boy, does it sparkle. We have an opening bid of 22. Westmoreland Glass made a lot of the Wakefield in the 70s. Now, none of this except this one is not marked. There's no Westmoreland. Did I say Imperial? I meant to say Westmoreland. If I say the wrong thing, then I say I sometimes accidentally say the wrong thing. So there's the little one at 20. PA Buzzard is now at 25. And this is a cute little one. I love this guy. 10. High bid now is 25. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, sorry, 3, 2, 1. That's it. On the small one. Oh, gracious. Somebody said it went to bed. Good night, whoever it was. I didn't see who you were. But sleep well. Turn your heat down. It's always better to sleep in a cool bedroom. Okay, the small one we're waiting to see. While we're waiting for that. Oh, there's the stuff. Kentucky gets that one at 26. The small one. Okay. Thank you, Kentucky Digger Steve. I appreciate that. Thank you for your bid. Thank you, everyone. The next one I love. That's an old-fashioned shape. This one has the Westmoreland sticker right here on the inside. So that tiny little thing right there is a little sticker that says, I know you can't see it. Again, this starts at $22. It has the Keystone for Pennsylvania is the Keystone State. The Westmoreland Glass Company, it was in Grapeville, Pennsylvania. Is that right? So that one has its or a crack or a scratch or a flea bite anywhere. This is as if it had just come from the gift shop. PA Buzzard has the high bid of 26. I wish you could see it sparkle. Well, maybe you can under the lights. We're now up to 28. And then, of course, the very last one is coming up in a minute. So this is the middle size that I have. 10, we'll count this down. The high bid right now is 28. Let's count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Ugh. This glass is so pretty. Okay. While we're waiting to see who our winner is, I believe it's Philomena at 40. You know, Philomena, I am not surprised you jumped in because that's the most deco shape, you know, not really deco, but in terms of its shape. So Philomena gets, oh, yeah, the medium size one at 40. Thank you, Philomena. I appreciate it. And the final one, which has been lovingly handled, no damage. Again, this starts at that same price of just $22. No chips or cracks. Just the slightest bit of wear on the frosting, not frosting, on the, what do you call it? The flash, or the cranberry. You'll see it's a little darker on this lid. This has had more hands on it over the years, so it's all there. It's just a little bit lighter, just a little bit. Yeah, and then there's the bottom of it. See that? Isn't that pretty? Now this one stands 9 inches tall. That's wonderful. This one isn't marked. It's thick, heavy glass, and I think that might be one of the reasons why it's not chipped. It's also fire pot. It's good quality Westmoreland glass, and boy, you tell you what, it has held up well. All three of the, for candy dishes that kids are always trying to get into, you know, the lid off and on, off and on, off and on. Not bad. But delighted that there's no chips on any of these. So that candy dish, these would be lovely gifts. Who would not want to receive a candy dish for Christmas as a gift? Put some homemade fudge in it or something. 10. The high bid right now is 25. 10, 9, 8. Oh, you can hear the music? 10, 9, 8, 7. That's the ink spots singing at the moment. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. On that. That's it for those three. I wish you could see the three of them all lined up right next to each other. Boop, boop, boop. It's a wonderful little collection of three. Of the three altogether. Okay, that one. The stop is in. And PA Buzzard looks like it's going to stay in. Well, it went from Pennsylvania to Jersey. Now it's going back to Pennsylvania, right across the river to PA Buzzard. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It's yours at 25. PA buzzard. Okay, Scott, how do you not have a hard time parting with some of this stuff? Interesting question. Sometimes I have a hard time parting, but I'll tell you what, if it's more of a family thing, there's sentimental to it. I'll save anything from the family. I mean, good grief. I guess I get that from my paternal grandmother, because my maternal grandmother threw everything away. My paternal grandmother saved everything. So it's something from the family. No matter what it is, I'll keep it. I love this. So sometimes it's you don't want, but it's a privilege to live with these things and enjoy them, find them, save them from the trash can, and then bring them to you. Oh, I appreciate you asking. Okay, we still have a good amount to get through here, and so why not? I don't want to keep us up to 11 o'clock if we don't have to. Oh, heck. 6 small red Hocking juice. That would be you little boys right here. $20 for 6 of them. And don't forget, coming up later in the program, I have 2 ball pitchers. That one and another one that tilts. But we're not going to get to them yet. But right now at $20 is a set of 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's lunchtime in Australia. Don't tell me you're having a Vegemite sandwich. I'm sorry. I wouldn't even know what that is if I didn't know the Men at Work song. Okay. 3.5 inches tall on the Royal Ruby Red. 3.5 inches tall. Yeah, these are little juice guys, right? Men at Work. What did I say? Did I not say men? I don't know what I said. But anyway, I know, Phil. Philomena, we're still talking about that mushroom lady over here. You tired of hearing about that? I imagine that you are. So 6 of them. Royal Ruby Red, manufactured from 1938 until 1967, and they copyrighted these colors. You know, it was a brand name under Hocking. Oh, she's appealing it. Well, why not? Okay, so the 6 of them. Let me put some of them down. We haven't even done the bubble yet. Any interest in the 6 juice? If not, we'll I don't know. We'll do them some other time. I'm going to give it another second, and we'll see if there's any bids on looking for an opening bid of $20 on the 6 small Royal Ruby Red Anchor Hocking juice glasses, which have a very modern look. I think it could match, and it could go nice with the charm as well. Okay, no interest in them. This is your warning, because once I say hard stop, you can't place any bids after that hard stop. We move it along. Oh, I haven't done you yet. And I haven't done you yet. Okay. You're waiting on the pictures? Okay. All right, hard stop, Karen. No interest on those. We'll move it along. If you're waiting on the pictures, let's do one. Let's do one. Okay, let's do this one. Ugh, come here. All right. You are completely damage free. And this one sits flat. And this one starts. This one starts at $23. The ball pitcher, upright. I'll show you the other one, but I'm not selling it yet. The other one is this one. So this is the one we're selling now, and that stands upright. I don't know how many ounces. That's the one that sits and tilts. Okay, so this one's later. That one has a scratch on it. This one doesn't. Okay, and this will match. This will match your, you know, your royal ruby red tumblers and things. The other glass in this pattern. Excellent condition. And it looks like Philomena has a bid of 25. Okay, let's bring it back to the, so I can, there we go. Okay, got that. Got it. Nice condition. Nice and clean, shiny, no damage. Ice lip. Love an ice lip. Mm-hmm. See the bottom of it? I don't know what that 3333. Oh, okay. The high bid is 30 at the moment, and we'll count this down. Now we're up to 34. You're gonna have to slug it out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it for that picture. And I think I'm going to do, oh boy, yeah, those, and those, and then those. Okay. They sell farina. We have it in our grocery stores here in New Jersey. I can see the box with the little boy with the hair sitting in front of the bowl of it. Farina, not Varina. He was on Little Rascals. It's a breakfast kind of stuff. Well, I'll say, if you want a box, I'll go get you one. Mail it up to you. Maybe it's a South Jersey thing, but we can still get it. Okay, hold on, everybody, because I got to see what I'm doing. Wait a minute. Did we put, hold on, everybody. Make the chat go too fast. Philomena at 41. Okay, now talk. Ball pitcher, Philomena at 41. Okay. Philomena at 41. Okay, we're going to do the other one, but I'm going to do, okay, Philomena got, okay, good. Let's do the etched fancy 3. No, I can't do that yet. You may do the, I've got some Duncan and Miller, Morgantown, New Martinsville, Lancaster. Okay, well, good. Let's do the Wakefield stuff, and we'll do that. Oh, there you are. I'm sorry. The Westmoreland Wakefield pattern. I've got 4 pieces of it. Let's start out with $8. No chips, no cracks. $8. Excellent condition, super smooth, beautiful. I don't know how much you guys know about this particular pattern. It's I think most of this was pumped out in the 60s or 70s. So we don't have antique. This is not antique glass. And I don't have a book on these, but it's lovely, even though it's not antique. And you can see how pretty this is. This is just this one. It is heavy. It's thick, heavy, beautiful, fire polished glass. Yeah, so it's very heavy. And there's that. And then coming up next is what looks like a sherbet, but is in an open candy. But this is what we've got now. It does have an antique look to it. It really does. So the stem here, which is be nice for, that's almost 7 inches tall, and it's in excellent condition. The high bid right now is 15, and we'll count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. So, and then this little tiny, oh, this one is marked Westmoreland. This has the Westmoreland mark on the bottom. So I'm going to write the price down for that, and then we're going to jump to this, but we're not doing this one yet. This one I don't remember there being a signature on that. I don't see a signature on that one, but I do see a signature on this one. So the stem, well, let's see, is it gonna, there it goes. Jenny Mac gets it at 42. Wait a minute. All right, Vaughn Monroe, hush. Wakefield, West. Okay, that one goes to Jenny at, thank you, Jenny. Okay. Okie doke. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Place a bid. $12 on what's considered an open candy. I would still eat my rice pudding out of it. This one had, I know you won't see it, but there's a WG, there's a W superimposed over top of a G. This again starts at 20, whatever I said. Did I say? Wait a minute. No, it starts at 12. Karen already put it in anyway. This is marked WG on the bottom for Westmoreland glass, as you can see. The same pattern, really pretty, and it's little. You can see how the size of it compared to the stem. Gosh, it's nice glass. Heavy fire polished glass. Yeah, and that's very small. That one, 5 inches across, and it stands 3 inches tall. So 3 by 5. Again, no damage. My fingerprints will come off. So we'll count this piece down. The high bid right now is 18. I'm going to count it down in just a second. But to tease you, look what's coming up next. A big, beautiful footed console bowl. Footed and stemmed. That's coming up. And the final piece will be this large center bowl. Oh, my word. How now, brown cow. All right, so they're coming up in a minute. Let's count this guy down. High bid right now is 20. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3 for this one, 2, 1. That's it. Okie dokie. How long have you been holding out on this stuff? All year. I have special shelves in the basement for Christmas glass, snow and ice glass, autumn glass. And when that gets filled, we go up to the attic. Because the floor plan of my house includes a full attic and a full basement, the complete size of my full house. So there's the stop, and Steve, Kentucky Digger, gets it at 26. Okay. The next piece starts at $30. And again, same pattern, same maker. You are so heavy. I bet you weigh 5 pounds. That is well, maybe 3 pounds. Let me feel it. Not a flea bite. Oh my goodness. Not a flea bite. Once again, Westmoreland Wakefield. Look at that center bowl with footed. And you can see how big it is. Look, I can put it on my head. Okay, let's measure that one. Oh, you are pretty. You are a whopping 10 inches in diameter. And it stands 5 1/4 inches tall. 5 1/4 inches tall by 10. Just beautiful. And look how large, look how big it is. So nice, this glass. And I'm going to tell you, when you get this in your hands and you go, ah, and you study it, you know, this is why I'm telling everybody, get out from behind those computers and go into some good antique stores and some good auction houses and some good quality antique shows. That's how I learned. Man, I was dumb as a mud clog at age 19, and I made mistakes. I still do. But I learned from people who took me by the hand and said, let me tell you what it means to be fire polished. What is a straw mark? How do you know it's not a crack? Is it flashed or is it stained? You get out and you learn that stuff from the people who know. I mean, you can sit at home and Google everything. I'm not trashing Google again, but you got to get out there, and that's how you learn it. That's just mine. All right, I'll keep my opinion to myself. Nobody asked me. I will not keep my opinion to myself. I'll tell you a story at the end. Not now. I will tell you a story at the end. Hope it's not one I've already told, about going to an antique show and getting anyway, let's count this down. Yeah, it's flashed. 10, 9, what? 8. The high bid is 58. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. I will tell you a little story at the end of a memory that I have of a whole bunch of us. None of us had any money. We could only afford one cheap hotel room. I told you I wasn't going to tell you the story. All right, I'm not telling it until the end. You're not going to want to hear it then at 11 o'clock at night. All right, wait a minute. Let me write this down. All right, you need to focus is what you need to do. That's it, Elena. You learn by seeing, doing, listening, read, all of it. All of it is important. I don't want to just bash what you can get on the internet, but it's a tool. If you just learn from reading off the internet, you don't know. First of all, half of that stuff is wrong. You've got to get out there. Oh boy, don't even. All right. So that one, did it stop going there? What? Oh, there it is. Hold on, everybody. All right, wait a minute. Patsy M gets it at 70. Patsy M gets it at 70. Okay. Footed bowl. Okay. Thank you, Patsy. Patsy M. All right, and the last one also starts at $30, and it's in the same wonderful condition. Oh, such pretty glass. If I could have a table setting. Woo. Okay. Oh, well. That one is, well, about 11 inches across, so a little bit larger than the other one. About 3 inches tall at the highest ruffle. Again, not a chip, crack, flea bite. Not a problem anywhere. Look at that. Oh, the condition on that is fantastic. This is the last piece of it. I'm not hoarding any more of this in the basement, and I don't know if I'll be lucky enough to find any more of it for next year. But beautiful center bowl. Oh, the things you can do with that. Yep. Ooh, excuse me. So the high bid right now is 36. You're welcome, Patsy. I guess I'll just go ahead and tell you, while I'm showing you this piece of glass, oh, it was many, many years ago. There were, I've probably already told this story. There were 5 of us, 5 guys and a girl. Now, there wasn't any hanky-panky going on, so let's get that out of the way. We all loved antiques and old stuff. None of us had 2 nickels to rub together, but we got a cheap motel, and we went to the Baltimore Antiques Show. Now, all the good cities and towns have quality antique shows. Philadelphia, Baltimore, they'll all have excellent shows. We got 1 hotel room, and we knew we weren't going to be able to purchase a single thing. And I think the admission price was like $35 just to walk in the door. So we drove to Baltimore, 5 of us in a cheap hotel, 2 in each bed and 1 in the bathtub, or 1 on the floor, or I don't remember. And we all paid our $35 to get into the show. We didn't buy a doggone thing, but it was like a graduate course for the whole weekend. Yeah. Because all you needed to do was walk up to a dealer and say, wow, that's beautiful. Can you tell me about that? Now, some of them realize you don't have any money and you're not going to buy anything, and they'll poo-poo you. Most of the people, 90% of them, grabbed you by the scruff of your neck to teach you. That was invaluable. What we learned when we walked out of that weekend, having bought nothing, yeah, some flea bag of a motel in a part of Baltimore we shouldn't have been in, wouldn't trade it. We were all in our, late 20s, early 30s, 4 guys and a girl. And this is the kind of thing, you can't sit at home and Google that. How was I to learn that you had to have a certain type of a heat cap on top of a slag glass lamp, or it's not the correct thing? How do you learn these things? How do you know that? Well, you learn from hanging around experts who know what they're talking about. They don't just look stuff up on the internet and then spit it out. They've lived it. And gosh, I don't know. I hope I didn't already tell you that story, but I'll never forget it. 10, so we'll count this down. Thank you for letting me tell you that. Get out in the field. Get out there. Yep. And we're great friends. We're all still kicking, running around doing our own thing. 10, 9, 8, 7. Thank you for the compliment, Catherine. But I'm pushing 60 years of age. You know that, right? I'll be 59 my next birthday. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Yep, it was like being in graduate school for the weekend. And we all split up and talked to different people, vendors, It was a really good experience. I'd like to do it again, but this time I'm not staying in a cheap hotel room with 4 other people. Oh, golly. You guys ever do anything like that? Anybody? There's a stop. Randy gets it at 77. Randy Heilman gets it at 77. Okay, and you're in Pennsylvania, aren't you, Randy? So it's going to go back to Pennsylvania. R-A-N-D, Randy. Okay. And you'll see things at shows like that that you'll never see. That's why Patrick and I went to the Armory show in Manhattan last year and paid like $60 to get in. We knew we weren't going to be able to buy anything. But how do you get to walk up and pick up a piece of Venetian glass made in Venice in 1710 and have an expert standing there to tell you, oh, it was wonderful. All right, I'm done with stories because everybody's going to say, be quiet and keep saying, oh, 272. I lost 30 people in the middle of that story. 30 people went to bed. It's okay. Woo, we went from 330 down to like 272. I don't know who this man is running his mouth, but I'm going to bed. Okay, please subscribe to Shane's channel. Yeah, don't forget to do that, because I'm looking forward to sitting down and watching her channel. Okay, let's get back to it. Thank you, everyone who placed bids on that beautiful glass. It is a minute before 10. We're going to keep the late Christmas shopping hours open. We're staying up late. We're not going to close the doors for a little while longer because we got more glass to sell. I will say this, if anybody saw anything in the preview that you've been waiting for, and please just hold off with all this other chat so I can just see that. If you're waiting for a piece that you saw in the preview, go ahead and tell me now and I'll bring it now. But please just, for just a couple of seconds, stick to that so I can see it, right? If you saw the preview and you're waiting for something, tell me now and I'll bring it to you now. But we're going to keep selling. And we'll wait just a second or two and see if anybody... Single green wine glass. I didn't have a single green wine glass in the preview, so I don't have one for you tonight. Big green platter. All right, hold on, everybody, so I can get those things. Hold on. Okay, that's the big green platter. We're going to have that. Somebody else wants the ball pitcher. We're going to have that. We'll give it another second. So we're going to do this. Oh, and we're going to do this. 2 people have asked for that. Hold on now. Let's just see. I'm just wanting to see if anybody saw anything in the preview that they want to see. Okay, let's just go with those for now. And this piece, let me find it now on my piece of paper here. I have a pretty good feeling, and I very well may be wrong, but here's what I do. When I tell you what my feeling is, I tell you why I feel that way. I think this was made by Lancaster Glass Company, and I'll tell you why. Now, I could be as wrong as could be, but here's why. I'm going to tell you where it starts, and then I'll tell you why I think it was manufactured under the Lancaster name. Before you place any bids on this, there are light scratches. It has been used. They're very light, but there are some light scratches on the top from a utensil. There are no chips or cracks, just some light scratching on it. And it has a beautiful glow to it, which is really not easy to see, but it's there. Okay, now I'll tell you where it starts in the measurements, and then I'll tell you why I think it might be Lancaster. It starts at $20, and I'm going to give you the measurements of it. This is depression glass, and it's 13 inches. 13 inches. It's has a fire polished, right? why do you think Lancaster, Scott? Okay, here's why I think Lancaster. You see this open lace? Some of you will say, oh, no, I bet it's Anchor Hocking. Well, remember, Hocking acquires Lancaster, and they keep the Lancaster name going until Hocking joins Anchor in 1938, and then Lancaster is gone. But in the Lancaster factory, they could fire polish and they could etch. Look at the etching. See that it's etched, right? I also can feel this is ground. The base of it has been ground. Now, you're not going to get that with cheaper Anchor Hocking glass. You're not going to get an etch unless some decorating company comes along and does it. And you're not going to get a polished bottom. Not from a typical just machine-made Anchor Hocking piece of glass. But they kept the Lancaster factory open, and they kept the Lancaster name. And when Lancaster operated on their own, they had many open lace patterns. Anchor Hocking apparently really liked this open lace because you'll see that same design in their Old Colony? You know what I'm talking about. It's a pink depression glass pattern, definitely made during the Hocking years. It's sometimes called open lace, not Old Colony. Anyway, never mind. Just because it's up here, but it's swimming around. I'm telling you all that because when I bring information to you, I want to tell you where I'm getting that information from. So I feel that because of the etching, that open lace, the polished bottom, this feels like a piece that was made in the Lancaster glass factory under the auspices of Anchor Hocking. Well, Hocking, because it wasn't Anchor Hocking yet, and $20. And it glows. See, I like to tell you all of that because I don't learn anything when somebody says, oh no, I think it's Hazel Atlas. Okay, if that's all you tell me, I can't learn anything from that. Why do you think it's Hazel Atlas? I just told you why I think it's Lancaster. So I can always learn from people or have a conversation if they say, I think that's Westmoreland. Why? What, I got to know what your thought process is. That's why I'm talking so much about it. That's the only way I can get out there and find this glass and buy it with confidence when I see it. So I hope you don't mind me talking that much about it. 10, 9, there goes the train. The high bid right now is 28, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. This is really pretty, and it would be a great under plate for something. Yeah, because of the size of it. 13 inches. All right, good grief. I'm not going to be able to get out of this chair. I'm going to have to sleep in it. I can't move. I can't move. And then that ball pitcher is next, and then we'll see if anybody else. This has a scratch on it that I do not like, but what are you going to do? I'll show it to you in a minute. Let's get the. So that piece is going to go to. And the other reason stop. Christy got it at 50. See, the other reason why I want people to tell me what they think and to give me their reasoning is I can be wrong. I'm wrong about something every day, Christy, wait a minute. Christy Anderson, yeah. Christy Anderson. Okay. Wait, how did I, okay. Now this one has a scratch in it, and that's not, I shouldn't have licked it because it went away, but it's going to come back again. I'll get my spit off of it before I mail it. I do that all the time. It's a wonder I don't. I think that's why I usually don't get sick. I'll get allergies, but I don't get like sick because, never mind. I'm always doing that in a thrift store. Germs don't have a chance on me. This ball pitcher, hold on, because I had to go out of order. All right, $23. The scratch is right there. See it right there? You see it's white? That's not my spit. That is white from a scratch. So it's scratched right there. It's not chipped. It's not cracked. 23 bucks. But it's got that one scratch on the side. I don't know how that happened. Can you see it right there? See that? Now you can lick it and that white will go away, but that's the white from the rugged glass. You can polish, you could polish it, you know, but anyway, whatever. Not that bad. You know, I love a tilt pitcher with a nice lip. Yeah? See? Okay, so we'll count that one down. 10. Yeah, probably the 40s. I think so. Well, maybe 40s and 50s. 10. Where are we on it? This is the tilt. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7. See, I'm tilting my head in sympathy for the tilt. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. I see that one a whole lot more than I see that one. You ever go in a kitchen and look up at a shelf and they've got like ball pitchers all around the top? It's a wonderful thing to collect in different colors. You know, it's just fun. Okay, that one is going to, however your guests make questions while you are licking your picture before you pour. Okay, Philomena got it at 47. 47. Wait, you got both pictures, Philomena? You're gonna have some big boxes coming to you. You got the upright one, and you got this one. There you go. Okay, you got both of them, Philomena. Good for you. All right. I'm going to keep going with random things because nobody else asked for anything specifically except sets of glass. And I don't really know what you meant when you said sets. I don't know if you meant like a whole, but I'll bring one. I think that was somebody asked me. I've got dinner for one. I told you I was not going to forget the single people. All right, where's dinner for one? Bear with me. I know it's after 10. 10, 10. Mm-hmm. Here it is. Okay. Wait. Okay. Any other green? Well, I do, but what other green? Like what kind of green? Florida, do you mean green that has uranium in it, or do you mean the Anchor Hocking green? Tell me more than you think. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Like what kind of green? Because I just don't know. Let me do dinner for one. And then there were 2 questions you did not answer. Well, what are the questions? I'm sorry, I can't. Yeah, but emerald green what? Tumblers, just anything emerald green? Okay, I don't know what green. Okay, let's do the table setting for one. A set of vases. Okay, I do have a small vase. Thank you. I've got this one, Florida. And if you want that, we'll do that in just a second. That's emerald green. It's got some silver overlay. I might have some, I do have some tumblers, Kathleen, so I got you. Okay. Dinner for one starts at 20 bucks. You're going to get 7 pieces. Very similar to what we had earlier. Dinner for one. Okay. You are not going to sit in front of that television set and pick at a fish plate on plastic. No. Even if you're sitting there having dinner by yourself, I say so. You're going to get a dinner plate in royal ruby red. I don't have a salad plate for you, but you're going to get a saucer. You can get your teacup, coffee cup. I know it's just you sitting there, but you're still going to have a proper creamer and sugar. Come on now. You're going to have a dessert cup and a tumbler. And even if you're sitting there having Christmas dinner by yourself, you're not by yourself, because all of the memories that you have, wherever they are, wherever those people are, those memories will last, and you'll be just fine. You really will. Okay, and we'll be thinking about all of us. Well, I won't be having dinner by myself, but I have sometimes on holidays I've had dinner by myself. Dinner plate. I don't have 2 sets, Dennis. I only have this one size. I can't do $40 for 2. Sorry, I don't. That's all I have up here. So we got to stick with the high. So your high, Dennis, your high bid is now $20. I can't give you. I don't have a set of 2 of this here, so it's just this one. So the dinner plate, the saucer, the cup, the cream and sugar. There's for your rice pudding or banana pudding if you're below the Mason-Dixon line. I know how you do down south. And 1 tumbler. That's okay, Dennis. Don't apologize. I just don't have, I can, if I do, I have to dig in the basement, and if I can put another set together, I'll bring it to you Thursday night. You going to come see me Thursday night? If you come see me Thursday night, I might have some more of that. But right now it's just dinner for one. Because we did dinner for 2 a little while ago. I'm leaving single folk out. I'll look, Dennis, tomorrow in the basement. There's a few more of that kicking around down there somewhere. Okay. So I'm not sure. Dennis, are you still? So I just need you to clarify, Dennis. Would you still like to bid $20 for dinner for one? Let me know, because you're the only bid at the moment. Are you still keeping your $20 bid in for one? And if you need to remove it, that's okay. Just let me know. And then I'm going to do some green glass for the ladies. Yeah, but Dennis, I need to know if you're the only bidder. Okay, well now Evelyn Layton is in. All right, Dennis, look there, because Evelyn came in at 22. I'll give you a second, and then we're going to go head on. Because I know some folks want some, we're going to do the green vase. Florida asked about green. I don't know if that's what she's interested in. And somebody else asked about green tumblers. I've got 4 green tumblers we're going to do. So I hear you, everybody. We're going to get there. Evelyn Layton has the high bid of $22 for dinner for one, and we'll count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7. That's 7 pieces that you get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The only thing that differs from the other is no salad plate and no vase. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. We'll see who the winner is for that. That's cranberry juice. Somebody asked me earlier what I was drinking. Cranberry juice. With sweet, it's the sweet cranberry juice, not the sour. I told you that story. So we'll wait for the stop. Okay, Evelyn Layton, dinner for one. It's yours at 22. Thank you, Evelyn. Evely and Layton. Evelyn Layton. It's yours at $22. Okay, Florida. You may have been interested in this. Florida Golden Girl. No. It's 6 inches tall, and it's a Venetian. It's hard to see because I didn't polish it, but it's got that typical silver overlay, and it's more of an emerald green. And this is a. I gotta find it. It's way up here. This comes in at $8. We're looking at $8 for this. No chips or cracks. And it's 6 inches tall. I hear you, Dennis. If you get a chance, come back Thursday night. I've got more glass in that basement I've got to go through, so I might be able to throw together a dinner for two. So come see us Thursday night. Well, I'll do a preview, so you'll know what I'm going to have Thursday night. So no chips or cracks. I know it's hard to see it. You can polish this silver, and I promise you it will come up beautifully, or you just leave it like that. But it's one of those typical scene, So this is $8. That may not be what you had in mind, Florida. Golden, yeah, I can see it's Venice. So there's a gondola. It's that. Oh, what are they doing? Have they got clothes on? I don't know. You never know with some of these things. Usually there's some naked person running around with a horn and a curtain. I'm so sorry. It's really hard because it's that silver overlay and I can't totally see it. See it? Something's going on in that little cartouche right there. I don't know what it is. Well, anyway, that might not be what you had in mind. The high bid right now is 10. Let's count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. This is 1930s. 5, 4. Good night, Sarah. 3, 2, 1. That's it on the little Venetian vase in the emerald. I hope you're still here, Florida. Okay, so that piece. And then next up is going to be a set of 4 tumblers. So hold on. Somebody wanted some tumblers. We'll bring them to you. But the Venetian vase in green at $8 goes to Are you sure it's a horn? All right, Patsy. Jenny, did you get your lampshade? You know which lampshade I'm talking about. I sent it to you. You had to be here last week for that. Okay, wait a minute. Jenny Mack gets that vase at 16. Not yet. All right, it's coming any day now. I'm going to be quiet. Jenny Mack. Yeah. Oh, that lampshade. Mm-hmm. The one that Vinny would probably be. Okay. For Hawking. No. For Pete's sake. Did I already sell them? Wait a minute, everybody. Give me just a. No, here. No. Hawking. $15. $15 for Anchor Hawking green tumblers. $15. All right, let's speed this thing up because I'm ready for bed, and I know you guys are too. No more stories. Thank you. I'm glad you like my sweater. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. 5 inches tall, and I've got 4 of them in excellent condition. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, come on, let's go. Forest green. These will go beautifully with a charm set or any set that you'd like. That's a good 8 ounces, I'm sure. And again, it's that hanker hocker. You can see. I'll tell you what. Once it gets past 10 o'clock, I'm done. We'll count these. The high bid right now is 20. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Coming up after that, a cream and sugar in charm by Anchor Hocking. Let's see who wins these tumblers first. Heidi Esterholm has the high bid of 30, waiting for the stop. 4 tall green Anchor Hocking tumblers. There it is. Perfect for your horn. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I start fading at 10 o'clock, Randy, because I'm an early bird. I'm up early. We got... Kathleen Workman got him at 35. Christina came in maybe just after the stop. Would you double check that for me, Karen? Karen is going to be like, boy, you got me working half an hour overtime. Karen says yes, that it is Heidi, that it's Kathleen at 35. Okay. 35. Thank you, everyone. Oh. Okay, Kathleen Workman got it. Okay, next I've got a Hocking Charm Green Cream and Sugar at $13 for the pair. No chips, no cracks. Great mid-century shape. Once again, it's going to match any of your Anchor Hocking. I didn't bring any much charm with me tonight. I've got some. But anyway, there's the open sugar as it was and the cream. And this starts at, both of them. They start at $13. And here we go. And I got a red set coming up in a slightly different. So this green set, the high bid right now is 20 Philomena. This is Charm, Anchor Hocking. We're bidding on this. Next up is in red, slightly still Anchor Hocking, but not Charm. This is that squarish. Yeah. Okay, 10. We'll count it down now. The high bid is 25. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. And a nightingale sang in Berkeley Square. Okay, that little set in green. Good night, Heidi. That little set in green is going to go to, oh, good grief. Is it? There's the stop, and it's Philomena at 29. All right. And Philomena is in at 29. Mina. Okay, a nightingale sang in Berkeley Square. Starting at $13. This is also Anchor Hocking, and it is a royal ruby red. Cream and sugar. Slightly different pattern. See that? Look at the detail on the handle. These are pretty. Creams and sugars. I'll tell you, they pumped out so many different shapes in this. It's really nice. There's the bottom of it. Right? So if you're collecting this red and green glass and you need a cream and sugar, here you go. Open sugar bowl. Nice handles. No chips or cracks. Delightful. And this, of course, is in the red, and this is going to match any of that red glass that you have. That's made by Anchor Hocking. Yeah. Again, this pattern, this color, 1938 until 67. And you know, red glass before that was expensive because they had to put gold dust in it to get the red color. Anchor Hocking had a formula that didn't require any gold dust. They certainly couldn't sell this at Woolworths if they had gold dust in it. So they acquired this color without the use of gold as an additive, whereas prior to that, a lot of the glass in the 20s and whatnot had gold in it. We'll count this down. The high bid right now is 19. I know we're zipping along. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finger out of it. And that's it on that little set. You know, I don't remember. Oh, well. Okay, those are going to go to... Oh, I've got one more piece of glass that will glow. I've got a candlestick to sell you. Just one. That little cream and sugar set in red is going to go to... Waiting for the stock to come in. This candlestick, by the way, which is coming up, has a lot of uranium in it, as you can, boy, they really dumped the uranium in that. Ooh, my word. Okay. The stop is in, and for $333, for $33, Miss Workman gets them. I believe, okay, 33. I know you didn't bid $333, but you bid 33, right? Okay. This lovely green. Wait, oh no. Okay, what's the no? Somebody else got it? Did Rhonda Gentry get it at 34? I think Rhonda got it at 34. I see it. Rhonda got it at 34. I've got another. Let me go back and find that. I can fix it. Let me see here. Where is it? And then we'll do the candlestick. Those are the creams and sugars. Here they are. Rhonda gets it. All right. Let me fix that. Kathleen, first of all, congratulations, Rhonda. Thank you for your bid. I'll be holding that like you asked me to hold the other glass. I'll hold these for you. And so thank you, Rhonda, for your bid. Thank you, Kathleen. I know I've got more in the basement. I know I do. So I will go down there, and not now, but I'll find another set for you, I hope. And Rhonda, thank you. Let's do this green candlestick, which will start at $10. Just have the one. And it is there, and it's fancy depression. It's elegant, and it has an etch on it. And boy, I don't know who was working at the uranium desk that day, but they shorted, dump a whole bunch of it in there. Okay, so that's what it looks like with the black light on it. But as I've said before, so just this one. And it's it's not chipped or cracked. And it's from the 30s, late 20s into the 30s. It's a pretty one, nice one, right there. So the Lou G has the high bid of 22 on that one single green candlestick from the Depression era. And I will actually go back and look around to see. Yeah, they sure did put a lot of uranium in it. Because I know I'm certain I've got at least one more cream and sugar set down there in the basement. The high bid on this now is Alva Branson something. And now Dennis at 26. Let's count this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. On that candlestick, that one candlestick. Ooh. Okay, sit down. I didn't even get. Oh my gosh, I've got so much more. Okay. Ooh, I love cranberry juice. Stop. Suzanne Charette Hood at 38, right, Suzanne? I think. Candle stick. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right. Well, I don't see any reason why we can't keep going because I've got a few more. I've got more stuff here. Only 3 people have fallen off the feed. Huh? Well, I see 250 people. I don't know what that means. Oh, we're good? Let me keep going a little bit more. All right, I'll keep going. I didn't know that I didn't sell these, but I didn't sell these, so I'm going to sell these. Well, that made a lot of sense. These are so pretty, and I've got 4 of them. Thank you so much, everyone. I have 4 of these stems. They look very mid-century to me. That shape is really a mid-century kind of a shape. They are flashed and then cut to clear, ground on a wheel. And there are 4 of these. They start at $24. They are paper thin glass, really pretty. Not a single. Aren't they pretty for the table? If you're only serving 4, you know, great for iced tea or water. And they're 5 3/4 inches tall. 5 3/4 inches tall. And there are no, they have to sit at a wheel. They sit at a wheel and they zzz, 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 zzz. All of this is cut into there. You seeing it? I don't know if you're seeing it. This, right? That's not a decal. That you can feel it. You can feel where the glass has been cut away. There's a texture. You put your, yeah. So this whole thing was flashed red, solid red. And then every one of these lines, yeah, you rub over this flower, you feel each petal because that wheel is spinning. Yeah. There's usually a diamond or something. Water is sprayed down and they're grinding each one of these. That takes some time to do. Can you imagine sitting there doing that all day? Oh, you need 6. I've only got 4. We'll count them down. Charlotte. And if you win, Charlotte, tell me which Charlotte you are. 10. Please tell me which Charlotte you are. It sounds like I'm barking out demands. I didn't mean for it to sound that way. 10, 9. There's 4 of them, but I'm only showing you 2. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. These are very nice. They may even be older than I think. I said mid-century. They could really be 30s or 40s now that I'm looking at them. This ball in the middle, And that floral, that's an old fashioned, you know, they might be 30s or 40s with all that work done on them. I didn't. So we'll wait for the, wow, yeah, I know. So there's the stop. So Charlotte, and then that goobly-gook, which YouTube is putting in. I don't know how to invoice you, Charlotte, because I don't know which Charlotte you are. So won't you tell me, please, at 55? Oh, Bustle. Okay, I know you, Charlotte Bustle. I think that was the same thing last sale. Yeah, got you. CHARLO. Got it. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And I'm sorry that I have to keep asking you, but I wouldn't know who to invoice if you didn't tell me. No, let's not do that. See, I don't know if anybody wants, I've got, all right, you might want me to do, well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Let's try it. Stop going on and on about it and just do it. We're going to come up now with 6. These are nice. Okay. I'm excited. Starting at $25. Oh my. No, which is which? That's the Morgantown. Hold on, good people. One is Duncan and Miller, and one is Morgantown. I think I've got these confused. All right, let's do, anyway. I have 6 of these. Let me do it this way. All right, let me explain. I have 6 of these, and I have 6 of these. All right. These are shorter. They both can be tall sherbets or champagnes. Now, let's do these first. That's the golf ball right in the middle. Yeah, let's do look at how deco. These, I hope I get this right and I didn't confuse these. Drat. One is made by Duncan and Miller and one is Morgantown. I'm trying to remember. Isn't the golf ball the Morgantown and that's the Duncan and Miller? Honestly, good folk, I'm confusing my own brain. I know I have 6 of each and I know the line numbers, but one is Duncan and Miller and one is Morgantown. And you guys are smart. A lot of you know. I think the golf ball might be the Morgantown. You know, that. Oh, thanks, Patsy. Okay, so this is the Duncan and Miller. Okay, $25. 6 Duncan and Miller. This is line number 5330. They did not give this a name, but this is good, lovely Duncan and Miller glass, line 5330. So we're talking about good quality, fire, polished, department store glass. And I love how deco, these right here in the middle, like coins in the stem. I love it. This is paper, thin glass, not a chip on any of them. These are shorter and really more of the sherbet size, but they could be little champagnes as well. The bowls measure 4 inches across and they stand 4.5 inches tall. Again, 6 of them. Lovely. And these are the Duncan and Miller line 5,330, 6 of them. Call it a tall sherbet. I'm sorry, call it a sherbet or a small champagne. These are Nice. Okay. And if you write down that it's line number 5330, you can go find more of it. Let's count these down. 6 of them. Yeah. 10, 9. The high bid is 33. 10, 9, 8. These are lovely. 6. No, 7 comes after 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. On a set of 6 Duncan and Miller sherbets or champagnes, line 5330. Very nice. Excellent condition, all of them. Not a flea bite to be seen. The golf ball is coming up in a minute. See, you get so much in here, and I've got no... Oh, I need a teleprompter. Okay, those... Woo! Glennie gets them at 50. Thank you, Glennie. It's going to take me all morning to do the invoices tomorrow. I'm not complaining. I'm happy to do it. I'll be up when the sun comes up. I'll get dressed, take my laptop to a coffee shop because I have to get out of the house. It's Glennie, Glynie. Got him at 50. All right, next up, starting at $25, we have a set of 6 of the golf ball. Now, these are taller. This is the Morgantown. Got 6 of these. Wait, what? Oops. Yeah. These stand 5 inches tall. The bowl is 3.5 inches, 5 inches tall by 3.5. These really can be champagnes or tall sherbets, you choose. But the lovely Morgantown. Now, this is line 7643. You know, a lot of companies didn't name everything. Line 7643. And it's all 6 of them. Again, beautiful Morgantown golf ball, paper thin, ruby red, beautiful red glass. And these don't have damage either. The rest of them are on the floor because I can't hold them all up. So 6 of these. Yeah. Line 7643. Morgantown golf ball. And we will count these down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. And I think you can tell I'm really fading. So there's more to sell, but I need to close the doors on the shop. Because sometimes it's hard to go to sleep right away. It's like doing a Broadway show and then getting in bed. You know, you're going to be up for a little while. So let's see where we are with that. Ah, New Year's Eve ball. Yeah. Unless there's anything else that you wanted from the preview. Because I don't want you to sit here all night and then get mad that I didn't sell something that you saw in the preview. So the stop is in, and did Patsy come in just after it? I'll hit the refresh on that one. Ooh. Give me just a second, everybody. Okay. So it's hold on, everybody. Just let me write this last one down. I promise you I'll entertain your questions. It's Kathleen Workman at 45. Okay. Let's see, 45. Kathleen Workman. Okay, Kathleen Workman got him at 45. Thank you so much. Now, somebody said, is there any more green glass? Can you be more specific? Tell me exactly what you're looking for. With uranium, without, tumbler, like what? There's a few pieces here in green, but okay, that's red. That's red. That's red. The only thing, well, I mean, I've got this, but I don't know if that's what you, this has no uranium in it. Without small vases or large? Oh, without uranium, small, no vases. Thank you, Florida. Okay, you'll tell me what you need in the, does anybody want me to try to sell that? Those Santas? What Santas? I only have one, and he's coming. There was a console bowl with red every other section. Yeah, there was, Connie. Is that what you're interested in? I don't know anything about this. This is heavy. That might be EAPG. I have not had a chance. I don't think this is Westmoreland. This is heavy. And this is ruby. All right, we'll try it. This is nice. Because you did ask. Okay. No stems. I don't have green glasses. Okay, I'm seeing what you're telling me. Let's go ahead and try this. I'm not sure what this is. I just haven't had a chance. This thing, this weighs 5 pounds. Let's go ahead and throw a $25. This is nice. And this is beautiful, heavy glass. $25. No chips or cracks on this. It's a lovely console bowl, really, or center bowl. And I just have not, you know, to be honest, I don't even think I knew I had this. And I unpacked it, didn't do a thing with it, and can't tell you much about it. But it is absolutely beautiful. So, no, this wouldn't be called a compote. Not this size. This would be like a center bowl or a console bowl. Compotes are usually smaller. Yes, it's ruby flash. I mean, you can tell that because there's what else? It can't be, you know, these sections couldn't be red glass unless it was cased, and you can see that it's not, because up at that, see here, it's clear, really pretty, heavy and fire polished. It's so nice. No, I do not believe that it is modern. It's got a lot of wear on it. It shows its age. Did I tell you where it starts? Yeah, 25. You know, it's not modern, and I know that from when you handle so much, you get, I can see the mold lines. This was done in a 4-part mold. There's lots of nice wear here. This is good and thick the way the bottoms were on the old glass. This is pretty. So in my experience, I would say, no, this is an old bowl. But anyway, did I give you the measurements for it? I'm sorry I can't tell you any more about it. But there it is. It's pretty. Someone asked for it. 11 inches across. I don't know. Lovely. Connie was asking about it. Isn't that pretty? Very big, you know, fruit bowl, center bowl, center of a dining room table, center of a console. You know, that's what these bowls were for when they're this big. And they can be for fruit. They can simply look pretty. Yeah. And the ruby stain flash is on the outside, right? So it's nice. And we'll count it down. The high bid right now is 30. Connie has a high bid of 30. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1. That's it. It is beautiful, Froggy. That's one of the prettiest. I don't know why I didn't. There's just so much, and there's only so many hours in the day. So I don't know. The beauty. Christmas bowl. Christmas bowl. Oh dear, 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 dear. Okay, so that. Clear and red at the. Okay, so that one. We'll wait for the. And I don't know if there was interest in, okay, this is the last piece. That's gonna be the last piece we're gonna do. We're going to bed. Not we, but collectively. Okay, stop. Connie gets it at 51. Yay! And you wanted that, Connie. Connie, I'm sorry you had to wait 3 hours for it. I hope it was worth it. I think it will be when you get it in the mail. Wait a minute. EARER. And you got it at 51. Okay, Connie. Thank you so much. Look at your little picture, your little smiley face. I can tell you have a pretty smile. I can see your little face is in that little circle down at the bottom. Okay. We're not going to do that. We did the candlestick. Okay. Fancy etched 3-footed green and gold, no uranium. And look how beautiful that is. Starting at $30. This is delightful. And look at that etch. This is American made. This again is a console bowl or center bowl. We know it's that 1920s, 30s. You know what those glass bases look like. And on this one, it's part of the mold. So 3-footed, right? See? And look at that etch and gilding. Gilded. Who made it? I don't know. Didn't have time to go and dig. Some of these things, you can find them in a second. Other things, you'll spend 2 hours, 3 hours, and you'll go down the garden path, and you still won't be able to figure out what it is. But I'll tell you what, that is beautiful American Depression glass from the late 20s into the 30s in beautiful green with a delightful etch and gilding. And this will give you something to do. Now if you get snowed in, yeah, you got nothing to do for a week. And the funny thing is I can go in that back room and dig out my 1920s and 30s green. Any bids? No bids. Everybody said good night. No chips or cracks on this. And I might be able to find it. The who made it. Didn't have a chance to. 11 inches. Jenny has a bid of 30. That's a very pretty elegant piece for your table in green. It's covered in my fingerprints, but it is a lovely piece of glass. And it's one of your, we all know the companies that could have made this. From that wonderful era. Get some candlesticks to put on either side of it. 10, the high. Play with your train in the snowy weather. Yeah, it's one of my goals to set that train up, the whole thing. The high bid right now is 35. No chips or cracks. It's lovely. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. That's it. That's a nice piece. Nice. Okay. That one's going to go to, it is delicate and pretty. Mm. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, did I just accidentally untie the other shoestring? There's the stop. Patsy M, I think, is our winner at 49 on that pretty piece. 49. So I want to thank you, Patsy, and I know you had a bit in there too, Jenny, and congratulations. So thank you, Jenny, and congratulations to Patsy M, who's the winner of that. So I think we're going to go ahead and call it. We got through most of it. It is 2 minutes before 11. So we did stay open for an extra hour tonight, as it is the holiday season. Thank you, everybody. I'm not going to ramble on except to say thank you, Karen Williams, for moderating. Thank you, everyone, for being such a lovely audience and putting up with my stories. And, you know, stop talking. I can't see the chat. You know, I don't mean any harm by that. For your bids, I promise you I will be packed with care. I'm going to work on the invoices tomorrow. My goal is to have it all in the mail by Thursday, which, so, you know, it's pretty good turnaround time for me. Boxed up and out of here Thursday morning, because come back Thursday night on this channel, join me and David at 8 o'clock for a special week before Thanksgiving, 2 chaps. And by the way, I did not create that thumbnail. A couple of you asked me, you know, does Tammy know about that thumbnail? Tammy's the one that made it. If you don't know, you can find it on my, it's a cute thumbnail, but I didn't make it, Tammy did. So that's Thursday night at 8 o'clock, me and David right here. David, join us, 8 o'clock. Also, thank you for, if you get a chance to find Shane, she has a new channel and it looks lovely. I can't wait to watch it. It's way, way back at the beginning of the chat. We'll promote it again. I also forgot. Dee and Heather and Shane are having some kind of a Christmas sale tomorrow night. If they're still here, go ahead and plug it. I don't know what channel it's on, but I would love for you to support them as well if you can. That's tomorrow night at some time. Really don't know. There it is. Thank you, Karen. So you put in something there. So much happening this week, a lot happening on all of our channels, and we are so happy to be here with you. Thank you, everybody. It's late. It's time to say goodnight. If there aren't any questions, and if I didn't forget anything, I'll say nighty-night. If only Norma Zimmer could walk in here and sing her little song. And if you don't know who Norma Zimmer is, you weren't babysat by your grandparents in the 1970s. Thank you, everyone, and good night. Sleep tight. And sing it for her? I shall not. No, I don't have a champagne wig, you know? I don't think I would look good in drag anyway. Can you imagine me going out for Halloween as Norma Zimmer? Maybe next year. Good night, sleep tight, and pleasant dreams to you. So long, folks. Bye. Wait for the cat. Meow. Thank you, everyone. It's late. Bye. Good night. Thank you. And boop.